Hello everyone, it is Tuesday, November 19th, and I decided to just do a reading vlog. It is 5 p.m. and I just started The Cabin at the End of the World by Paul Tremblay, and I read about like 20 pages, and so I don't really have an opinion so far, but I will check in later. It is 6:30 and I only got to like 100 pages of it. So far so good, but right now I'm doing the elliptical, watching Captain America Winter Soldier while I do it on Disney Plus, and then probably continue reading after I do this. It is Wednesday, November 20th at 3:30, and I am on my way to New York City because I have tickets to see Moulin Rouge. I am so excited. I've wanted to see this for a very long time. It has one of my favorite Broadway actors in it, Aaron Tveit. I loved him since Next to Normal, which is like 10 years ago, and Next to Normal is my favorite musical. But I will probably continue with Dr. Sleep, the audiobook, during intermission. It's just like a 15-minute intermission, and so I will probably be listening to the audiobook then. Hello, it is Thursday, November 21st, and Moulin Rouge was amazing. The set design was beautiful. It is one of the best sets I've ever seen. Karen Olivia was great. Aaron Tveit was amazing as always. During intermission, I did listen to a little bit of the audiobook. I have about 5 hours left to go on Dr. Sleep. It's getting very exciting, and I'm enjoying it. And now I will read Cabin at the End of the World. In the book Cabin at the End of the World, there is these bunch of people that show up at this couple's house, and they're like, you have to let us in, it's life and death, and we won't hurt you, even though there's so many, and they all have like weapons, but they're promising they won't hurt them. I do not know what I would do in this situation, because obviously from a lot of movies people are like, oh, I won't kill you, and they kill you, so you can't be too trusting. But then on the other hand, it's like, okay, what do they want? And they have since broke in, and they haven't said it yet, and I'm just on the edge of my seats because I want to know, why'd they break into their house? What's so important about them? It just got a lot more interesting. I thought it would be hard choice to choose to let them in and listen, or, believe they're going to hurt us. But they finally gave the message of why they're there, and it is, your family must choose to willingly sacrifice one of your three, which is 2 dads and their daughter, Ren, in order to prevent the apocalypse. After you make what I know is an impossible choice, you must then kill whoever it is you choose. If you fail to make the choice, or fail to follow through with the sacrifice, the world will end. The 3 of you will live, but the rest of humanity, 7 billion plus, will perish. Right away, I probably wouldn't believe them and just be like, okay, I choose us. And then that would suck, because if they were telling the truth, an apocalypse would happen and 7 billion people would die. And then you'd feel guilty for the rest of your life. But how can you listen to these people? You just met them. Okay, I'm just going to kill one of us. Okay, that's fine. And then the end of the world doesn't happen. It's like, okay, yay, I did it. But it's like, no. What if they were lying? Excited to see what they choose and what happens. Hello everyone, it is Saturday, November 23rd at like 1:30. I just got done working, and now I'm going to go to the library. I have a few books to return and maybe check out some more. I just finished this book this morning. It was alright. I think I gave it a 3-star rating. I did like that there was a gay couple. This book, but I will say, all this, not needed. Useless. Hated it. This was good. This sucked. And then this book I didn't read. I didn't have time. I'll probably check it out some other time. Just wasn't feeling it. I am back from the library. I got 3 books, all by Victoria Schwab. I got The Unbound, the sequel to Archived, which I really liked, so hopefully this is just as good. I got This Savage Song, which I heard was good. And then I got a book called The Near Witch, which I've never even heard of, but it's by Victoria Schwab, so I wanted to see if I like it because I usually like all her books. Hello everyone, it is Monday, November 25th. Yesterday I didn't vlog anything, but I worked and I listened to like 3.5 hours on the audiobook, Dr. Sleep, and so now I only have about 2 more hours, which is great. It is a really good book, and now I will be reading The Unbound by Victoria Schwab. I'm only on like 20 pages or so into it. It took me a while to remember what happened in the previous book. I remember like the gist of it, that she is a keeper and she has to keep souls from escaping the archive and things like that. But certain details I had to look back on. So I'm going to continue reading this. I got my little reading buddy, Umbrella. Hi, honey. Yeah. Sadly, this one is sick. But good reading buddy, huh, Umbrella? Yeah. I am trying to read, but this little cutie keeps interrupting me. Yes. I am on page 160, and I have kind of mixed feelings about this book because not a lot happened so far. Started a new high school, and that was kind of just brought feelings back of high school that not good feelings, you know. And might be another love triangle. I don't know, because there's so many potential romances in this book, because the girl's like keeps getting hit on by all these different guys, which I don't care for. But finally it's starting to pick up and there's kind of like a mystery, and so I like that part of it. So it is Wednesday, November 27th, and I just finished Dr. Sleep, the audiobook by Stephen King, and I thought it was fantastic. And of course it's not as great as The Shining, but The Shining was amazing. And in a few minutes I'm going to see Dr. Sleep the movie in a couple of hours, which I'm excited about. I know it's kind of a bad idea to just see a movie after you just read the book because everything is so fresh in your mind, so you know exactly what they missed and they did wrong and changed, and that can be a little annoying. But I'm hoping it wouldn't be so different from the movie, from the book, that I'll be annoyed with it. So I came back from seeing Dr. Sleep, and I have mixed feelings on the movie. I will try to make this as spoiler-free as possible, but it's very difficult because some of the parts I want to talk about are very big spoilers. Like the beginning of the movie Dr. Sleep, it's very different from the book, but I kind of understand that because they had to kind of continue this story from The Shining the movie, and The Shining the movie was very different from the book. So the hotel is still there in The Shining, whereas in the book it blew up. And so they had to keep that going, and Danny's friend, the cook, is alive in the book, but unfortunately he dies in the movie, and so they had to keep him dead. And so that was different because they showed that in the beginning. And it was very good, you know. I thought it was a good continuation of Danny Torrance's life, and I think they did a really good job following the book and making it their own. So not everything is the same, like the ending, which I don't want to talk about because it is spoilers, but I didn't like that one one little itsy bitsy part, and if you've seen the movie, then you know what I'm talking about. But I think it definitely did a better job than Stanley Kubrick's The Shining in the terms of book to movie adaptation. This one was much better book to movie adaptation. But that is my reading vlog for this week. Like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Bye!